What is it about this group that you've kind of been able to handle adversity so well series throughout a game?
Yeah, I think just not getting too high or too low on the bench, just kind of keeping it pretty even keel. Obviously it was tough in Game 3. They played really well. They fed off their crowd. Felt like we did that at home for stretches, and we obviously give that one up in the third and kind of have to play pretty tight coming home. But we knew they were going to have a push. That LT was great. Thought our penalty kill was great. 5-on-6 was awesome. So takes a team effort, and that's what we had tonight.
So advance to the second round means what to you?
Yeah, it's obviously a good start. I feel like this group has obviously big aspirations, and we've proven that we're a great team all year, and we got to keep proving it. Obviously, we're playing a real good opponent coming up next, and it's going to be a totally different test with the way they play, but we'll watch some video, we'll study up, and we'll be ready to go.
Special teams, what was clicking tonight on the power?
Yeah, just it felt like we were due. Obviously, we haven't had too many 5-on-3s where we didn't score this year, and felt like one got away from us last game in Montreal, and we could have put that game away early. And it felt like we talked about it. We knew what we were going to try to accomplish, and thought we did a good job tonight of getting shots through. Some good entries. Just found a way. We needed the special teams tonight, and we got it.
That face-off play is obviously when you look for a lot with Obi. What made it work tonight?
Yeah, it took 87 games, I think, but we got one in there. Unfortunate break for Dvorak. I think his stick was probably broken before the face-off, and then I was just trying to win it behind me. I knew Obi was there somewhere, and he put a great shot on it. So unfortunate break for them, but great break for us.
These last few years about what it would mean to become a part of this Caps core. You've had an incredible growth personally, and to be here, advancing this team to the second round, part of that core now, bringing a playoff series win back to this team for the first time in 7 years. What does that mean to you? Yeah,
it's huge. Obviously, we've kind of put the building blocks in place last couple of years. Obviously, didn't go well at all last playoffs. We got a little taste, but. Obviously, we battled hard. We've been battling hard all year. Like I said before, we've done a great job of not letting one loss build into 2, into 3, and things like that. So we're a resilient group, and we showed that tonight, and I expect that going forward here.
With Carolina already through, how important was it to get through tonight so you can get that equal rest?
Yeah, definitely didn't want to be going back to Montreal for Game 6, for sure. I think you can look at it both ways, where obviously the fourth one's the toughest to close out. The fourth win, and we found a way to dig deep tonight. They had to play 2 overtimes last night. Not sure, no idea when the series is going to start, but I think it's rest is a weapon, and hopefully we'll see what happens coming forward. But it was big.
What does the LT taught you about this group?
Yeah, I think just what we've shown all year. We don't give up. Even when things don't go well, like we're down 8-1 in shots to start the game, and we kind of just find a way. The penalty kill steps up, great penalty kill. We draw a power play, and good shift 4-on-4, and leads to the power play. And special teams is a huge part of the playoffs and a huge part of every game. And we won the special teams battle tonight, and that was the difference maker.
What was the challenge? What do you see the challenge of Carolina?
Yeah, everyone kind of knows how they play. They dump a lot of pucks in. They don't let you have a lot of zone time. We're going to need to find a way to combat that. They're a great team. We've had some pretty good games with them this year, some physical games. So I expect a little bit more of what we saw in this series, like kind of physical style, but it's going to be huge to have the puck. We need the puck.
What have you seen from Logan tonight in all 5 games?
Yeah, he's a rock. He kind of did what he did all year. We feel really confident with him back there. You see their goal tonight. It's like a deflection, midway up the guy's chest, behind his glove. So it's one of those that's just a lucky bounce to go in for them. And thought he was awesome all series. Including when I ran him over, he bounced back pretty good from that. So very thankful for that he was able to bounce back. But no, he was great. I thought he did what he did all year. Kept us in it. Made the big saves when we needed it.
Your line coming into this game. Your line was tied for the most 5-on-5 in the playoffs. How much of that was some table setting by the other 3 lines taking up matchups?
I think you're exactly right. Obviously when you're on home ice, we worked hard all year to have home ice advantage and to have that more games than them with the matchup in our favor, and I thought we took advantage of it very well in all 3 home games. We had to fight through some stuff in Montreal in Game 4 where we got caught it there a couple times against that Suzuki line, but found a way to play aggressive, not just sit back and let them kind of wheel around our own zone. I thought And I thought me, Ovi, and Bo did a good job of kind of holding the puck in their end and not just sitting back, especially when the games got tight. So good start, and we got to keep it going.
Everybody stepped up. What do you think about the effort from the boys?
Yeah, it was a fun game. Definitely a hard game. Like we knew, they weren't going to go away, and they gave us a hell of a time. So credit to that team over there. They have a lot of talent. They're going to be young. They're going to be a good team in this league for a long time to come.
Seemed like you were in the zone tonight. What were you seeing out there?
Yeah, I felt good today. I think the team is doing a good job of letting me see it. There wasn't many pucks that I didn't see tonight, so credit to the group in front of me making my life a little easy.
Special teams tonight, those 2 penalty kills that you guys had in the first period at a crucial time, what was the key?
Huge. I mean, their power play was dominant for them 2 games in Montreal, so we knew we had to tighten up, and credit to the Killers. I thought they did an amazing job tonight.
You're the top seed, so you're supposed to advance, they say. But to get to the next round, that feeling is what for you?
It's huge. I mean, no game in this league is ever easy, and it's even harder once you get to playoffs. So, honestly, I think either one of those games could have gone either way, right? So the series could have been different. So again, you tip your hat to them. That's a well-coached team and a lot of potential over there.
Logan, we're standing here talking to you, Chychrun, Dubois right now, guys that have just come into this franchise. You guys know what the team did in 2018. This is the first series win since then. What does it mean to be a part of that and bring that back to this franchise?
It's exciting. Like I said all year, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy for this opportunity, and I'm just going to try and run with it as long as we can.
A couple of times the crowd was chanting your name. How much did you feed off of that?
Yeah, I mean, in Montreal they were chanting for different reasons, so it's fun. When you hear the home crowd, supporting you, I really appreciate it, and just a lot of fun out there.
You've had a lot of league games, but I feel like this one you were totally locked in and maybe, dare I say, in the zone. I mean, did you feel that?
Yeah, I felt good. Like I said earlier, I thought the guys were making my life easy, keeping to the outside, and I was able to track a lot of pucks tonight, and I think that's one of my strongest assets is being able to track the puck. So, credit to the team in front of me.
To do this in 5 games, does that give you maybe a little rest? Carolina's done. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to end a series as quick as you can. You never want to let a team hang around, especially, you don't want to go back to Montreal. That's an amazing building to play in and a really hard one. So, it's always good to end it early and, just enjoy it tonight and move on for the next series.
Fourth one's always the toughest one to get in this series. You guys got it. What do you think about the effort tonight from the boys?
I think it was good. We knew that there was going to be the toughest game in the series to win. We knew that it had to be our best effort. I thought we played really well. Once again, it never goes 100% of the way for 60 minutes, and if that happens, you got to fall back on the principles, on the system, on LT, and he was great tonight once again. So power play, PK did a good job. And we'll move on to the next round.
You came here to Washington knowing what this team did in 2018. This is the first playoff series win since then. What does it mean to you and also some of the guys that were here to deliver this tonight to the fan base?
Yeah, it's huge. They've been great all season. They've supported us all season. They've been great in this series. So to be able to celebrate with them at the end and get a win at home, clinch the series at home was really fun. I'm expecting even better in the second round with all their support, and it's going to be great.
Special teams tonight, you guys get those 2 power play goals. Also, those 2 penalties you guys killed in the first period. How huge was that?
Yeah, it was huge. We saw in game, I think it was game 3. It feels like already a month ago, but when special teams in the playoffs are huge. Big moments, end of period, same thing. So I thought we did a really good job of that tonight. We talked about it. We needed to be better, and the guys did a really great job of that tonight.
Did you guys take lessons from the third periods in the first 2 games into how you guys played tonight?
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be a push for sure. Their season's on the line, so. But at times when the momentum shifts to the other side, it can't just collapse. You have to defend well. You have to get pucks out, slow the game down a bit at times, and then like I said, the goalie has to be good. And LT was great for us tonight. Dubois I thought played well. Wingers got pucks out, and that was the difference.
Any initial thoughts on the Hurricanes?
A good team. It's not going to be an easy series. I have no idea when we start, so we'll get some rest tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. But they're a good team. They play really fast. They play aggressive. They have a unique style of play, so I'm sure we'll do a lot of video to get ready for game 1.
Well, we've done it all year, so just continuing to do what we've done all year and continue to build. And we obviously didn't like one of our games this series, but we found a way to, quickly, get ourselves back. I think even in the game we didn't like, we still had a chance pretty late in the game, and that's what you hope for. You maybe those nights you're not feeling it, someone steps up, whether it's our goalie or maybe someone makes a big play, keep us in the game. But yeah, for the most part, I think we played pretty good hockey.
How big is that start for you guys? It's not a stress reliever, but the fact that you got out quick and early.
Yeah, the start was huge. I mean, we all knew it. I think, we wanted to come out in front of our fans and feed off the energy and try to take some life out of them early and let them know that, we were going to come out ready to do everything we could to close out the series and try to just demoralize them a bit. And so I think we did a good job of coming out with a lot of pace and a lot of determination to do whatever it takes.
How good is the play that PLD makes to set you up there?
Yeah, it's a great play. I mean, I think me and him have had a nice little connection most of the year. I think, I know he's a high-end player that wants to make plays, and I just try to find seams for him. I try to get open, and that was just a play where I kind of exploited an opening, and he made a heck of a pass.
How happy are you for an old friend like Brandon Duhaime to get rewarded now 3 goals in 2 games?
Yeah, he's obviously a big part of the group, and I love him like a brother. So obviously so happy for him, and I know he wasn't happy with one of his games this series, and but it's nice to see him not get too down or too high on himself. I think he's really come a long way, and he's a guy that we're going to rely on a lot here. So.
First time in a long time this team is in the NSL series, but just for you, how does it feel to just move one step closer, get that first round away, and now onto the next?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's it's what we all want in this room, what we've all worked for all year, and it's just exciting to get to that next series, and we know it's only getting harder from here.